Hello and welcome to Energy Literacy Training, the last module of the training, the module number 12. And as the title says, it is time to take pledge for the action. And why we need to take a pledge as the last part of the training, I think it will become very clear. Number one thing is that all of us have contributed in climate change, isn't it? Climate change is because of the use of carbon-based energy, the coal, petrol, diesel, LPG, CNG. All of us have been using these fuels. And therefore, all of us must be part of the solution. We have been the part of the problem, and all of us must be part of the solution. Isn't it a simple logic? And I've been saying this, do it not for the government, do not do it for the society. Do it and become part of the solution just for your own children and their future generation. You do not want, if you really love your children, you do not want your children to suffer because of you. And all this emission that we are, kilograms and kilograms and hundreds of kilograms of carbon dioxide that we keep putting in our atmosphere every single month, you do not want your children to suffer because of that. And last, erratic events of this planet that is happening, the forest fires, the floods, the droughts, the ice melting and increasing sea level and increasing diseases, all our children are anyway suffering. I would like to put you one point that 30 years back, 40 years back, we used to really go in the rivers and just swim and drink water from the wells. Can you do it anymore? You cannot. Today, the parents cannot guarantee a food to their children which is chemical free. Can you? Can you go to any holy river, Ganga, Yamuna, and drink a glass of water? Can you? Can you ensure that the air that your children are breathing is really pollution free? Can you? You cannot. So, we have been contributing to this problem of the pollution and climate change, and therefore, there should not be any doubt left in you that you have to be the part of the solution. Government actions will not be enough. Governments are taking some action. Governments all over the world are doing something. Our government, for example, in India is doing a lot of things. But let me tell you that action will never be enough to mitigate climate change. The growth rate of problem is very high as compared to the rate of solution. The carbon dioxide is still increasing, even though there is a Paris Agreement and we have decided to bring down the carbon dioxide emission by 2030. That was the whole world decided. The Paris Agreement took place in 2015. But is the carbon dioxide emission reducing? No, they are still increasing. So what I'm saying is, if you only depend on the government action, it will never be enough to mitigate climate change. Yes, government should do something and they are doing something. Also, the governments are elected for a short time. Each government all over the world, they are elected for 4 years or 5 years. And within 4 years and 5 years, they have a lot of things to tackle. And they have one of the most important things to win their election next time, isn't it? That's their basic duty. And therefore, they cannot think and the plan for 40 years timeline, 50 years timeline, isn't it? But unless we think in the long term, unless we go beyond economic reasoning and adopt solar energy, unless we avoid and minimize use of energy, and we have to go beyond economic reasoning. You cannot say my grid electricity is cheaper, that's why I will not use solar. If you make that argument, you will never solve the problem. Because grid electricity is cheaper because of the political reason, not the real cost of electricity that you pay. And the cost that we are going to pay is much, much higher. Therefore, adopt solar energy right now as it is. Government's action will not be enough. They cannot afford to do all these things. Governments all over the world have limited resources and limited time. They do not have infinite money, neither they have long time, because they are there for a short time only. Therefore, again I'm repeating, you and me, every individual who has been using energy has to become the part of the solution, not the pollution anymore. So after knowing this, after knowing all these things that we have learned in this energy literacy training. After knowing that we use a lot of energy, after knowing that 85% of our energy comes from the coal, petrol, diesel, after knowing that we emit huge amount of carbon dioxide every month, after knowing that weather pattern has changed, winter is not same anymore, summer is not same anymore, climate has changed, after knowing that soil, air, water, everything has degraded, after knowing that solar energy is the only energy that is available in abundance, after knowing that solar energy can solve and fulfill all our energy requirement, after knowing that we can be 100% on solar energy, we should do something about it, isn't it? Are you ready to do something? Are you ready to take a pledge for action? We need to take a pledge that yes, from today onwards, from right now onwards, I'm going to do my bit to correct it. And do not get into this argument, government should do this first, why should I do this? No, I already mentioned, it's only you who should start the action. It's only I who should start the action. Gandhiji said, right? Be the change that you want to see in this world. Let us, all of us, be the change, because all of us have been the problem. Let us, all of us, be the change elements. And I am sure you are going to do this. So, okay, let us together take a pledge today to do something about the climate change. Can we take a pledge? I take a pledge of stopping using air conditioner. As I said, use of air conditioner is nothing less than a crime. The best thing you can do if you really want to take one very big strong action, avoid using air conditioner. It takes a lot of energy. I pledge to stop using geyser. Will you also take a pledge to do that? Again, use of geyser to heat the water is very inefficient. Let us take the pledge to do that, avoid that. I take a pledge to switch to energy efficient appliances. I showed you already that there are all appliances, light, fan, TV, washing machine, air conditioner, refrigerator. If you really want to use them, use efficient appliances. Replace old appliances with the new one. Efficient appliances. You will save significant amount of carbon dioxide emission and electricity. I promise to turn off lights when not in use. How simple. The easiest thing you can do. Turn off the light when it is not in use. Turn off the AC when it is not in use. Turn off the fan when it is not in use. Do this, and every appliances you can actually be like that. Turn it off when not in use. Simplest thing you can do. At least pledge for that. I pledge to avoid using papers. There are many things that we do in our life which can be avoidable, which we can live without it. And with today so much of advancement in electronics, it is very much possible that many of our requirement of paper, paper is just one example, many other things is avoidable. We should avoid it. Remember, every manufacturing takes energy and carbon dioxide emission. I vow to eat vegetarian food. I told earlier that the non-vegetarian food, the carbon footprint is much higher than the vegetarian food. And therefore, it would be really great if we can avoid the use of non-vegetarian food. I pledge to avoid using plastic. And plastic is just one example. There are so many things that are, harming our environment. Avoid plastic. I pledge to conserve water. Water is another important source required for sustainability. Water is another important element on which the world war can happen. People talk about it. Take a pledge that you are not going to waste the water, you are going to conserve it. Pledge to switch to the sustainable energy, clean energy. Decide today. If not today, in 1 month time, if not 1 month time, 2 months time, 5 months time, 1 year time, 2 years time, 3 years time, 5 years time, sometime you are going to switch to solar energy. But what is that time? Decide today. Put a deadline to yourself that you are going to do that. So let us do an exercise now. Simple. Write down 5 pledges you will take to reduce your carbon footprint. Okay, these are the possible pledges that you can take. Go to your computer or your mobile phone. Go to the web interface of the course and write down at least 5 pledges that you will take. And if there are some pledges you do not want to take today, Put a deadline, put a timeline that you will do it 2 months later, 1 year later. But do take a pledge. And this pledge is for the action. It is just not writing today and forgetting tomorrow. It is for the action. Also, do give your feedback. Whatever you learn, nice thing, not nice thing, you felt good, not good, there are some chances of improvement in this training course, do your feedback. Do write in the feedback. All right, so at the end, I would say thank you very much for going through all these 12 modules of energy literacy training. I really feel confident that you as an individual will be the torch bearer, and with this knowledge of energy literacy, with becoming energy literate, you will bring the change in your own lifestyle. You'll bring the change among your own family members. You'll be the change among your relatives and friends and families. And this is how together we can start energy independent movement, energy Swaraj movement. Let us all use solar energy, the infinite energy, the abundant energy, the solar energy due to which we exist. Let us adopt solar energy fully 100% so that we can ensure that the human life on this planet will survive and it will continue to be there as long as the sun is there. So with this, once again, thank you very much. Namaste.